correct? You as a Miracles player also?
I strongly believe
Another Miracles player on stream, by the way. Yeah.
It's like 55 to 54.
Okay. The odds are.
I think it's slightly favored for Burn actually. Johan is playing a slightly other builds than I am playing. I'm still playing Mentor main deck.
Yeah.
He did cut his Mentors completely.
Yeah, we have the deck list, but I think he didn't play any. Yeah.
No, he changed it several weeks ago. So, but he is playing two counterbalances, and counterbalance is of course a very good card against Burn.
Yeah, of course.
There are some cards that. You have some problems with Fire Blast and stuff. It costs 6 mana, so they're really hard to counter with the counterbalance. The only option you have is with the Terminus.
Yeah.
Therefore, but on the other hand, the Miracle deck is playing a lot of basics as well.
Yes.
And I strongly believe in every Burn deck we will see 4 Price of Progresses. That is also something that Johan Steurs knows very well.
So of course.
He only has 1 Tundra in his deck. I strongly believe we won't see it during this game. Probably now he's going to fetch for his Tundra, of course. So, there you see it. He goes for the island. And on the other side, from Bob Borghys, we see the Rift Bolt.
Yes.
It's a suspend one.
Yeah. Brainstorm for Johan. What is he looking for? I don't know if is he looking for land. I think I didn't saw much land in his hand.
I'm not sure I can see it. I only can see the J's on the right side in his hand. So as you can see on Bob Borghys' deck, he placed the die on it just to not forget his suspend
It's
counter.
Something I also always do. It's a really good life hack, as I think to say. Yeah.
Just to remember before I draw a card. Actually, I know another player. He was playing Dredge.
Yeah.
Yes, and he had he does the same thing. So when he needs to dredge, he puts a counter on his deck. Yeah?
So he doesn't draw,
so he doesn't draw. But several tournaments ago, he placed the counter on his deck, and when it was his draw step, he just threw the card underneath out of his counter, and he just forgot to
then
dredge.
You need to put your cell phone on your deck or something, so you really can't draw.
Indeed.
Eidolon, that's good. Attacking for 2.
This could be game for Bob Borghys as well.
And Johan
stumbled on his land.
He was looking for the land with his brain.
Second Eidolon.
Yeah, I don't think...
Let's be honest, this is game set match.
This is game, yeah. So Johan can definitely cut his back to basics, and what is he going to put in, you think? Flusterstorms?
Against Burn?
Surgical? No.
From his deck, it probably will be
counter spell.
An extra counter spell, 3 Flusterstorms. He plays a Bane Slayer Angel in a sidebar. That's a 5/5 lifelinker.
It's heavy.
It comes late, but when it drops and you survive one turn, you win.
Course.
Okay, so
already game for Bob.
Yep. So it's 1-0 for
that was fast.
Johan Steurs versus Bob Borghys. So but now maybe we can see for the Burn deck. He has the Price of Progresses. He's playing 4 pieces in his main deck. Those will go out. Definitely, there's no reason to play
he also knows Johan only has 1 duel in his
on side. He has 4 Smash to Smithereens. They're useless. Searing Blood 2 pieces. They're not good as well. It's to do the 3 damage to a creature and then to the creature's controller. But Johan Steurs is only playing 4 Snapcaster Mages. And then the Bane Slayer that comes in now. So I strongly believe it's very, very bad. The Volcanic Fallout. It does damage to every creature, 2 damage, and can be countered for 3 mana, 2 red and a colorless, I believe.
Coming in.
Then I'm not sure.
I would put it in. It's just
maybe if he believes that Johan Steurs is playing the Miracle decks with Mentor, then will be yes. But actually, I think
I'm not sure how much Bob played against Johan during our monthly series, so I'm not sure. I think Bob.
Let's see.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just have to see.
Then the very important card is Exquisite Firecraft.
Yeah.
3 pieces in a sideboard.
course.
He has 1 main deck as well. Those 3 will come in definitely. And then of course the Pyrostatic Pillar.
Yeah.
Those 2 will come in. So he has 5 cards to bring in. He has 3 Tormod Script as well. I don't think it's good enough against Murder.
No,
He only
no.
wanted against the combo
Yeah.
decks, Dredge and Tendrils, the Epic
course.
Storm,
Yeah.
something like that. So now we know there are 5 cards coming in. Then on Johan Steurs side, I strongly believe it will be 2 Disenchants.
Yeah. There's probably.
I think that they're good just for the Pyrostatic Pillar, and normally there is another card as well, I think.
Yeah,
Bob's
but I
not
can-
playing it, but it is a... Or maybe it's in its main deck. The Sulfur Vortex.
Yeah, of course.
That was the card I was looking for. Sulfur Vortex, so Johan Steurs knows the meta very well, he knows
Yeah,
what
yeah,
to
he
bring
knows.
in, so
I think he
definitely
probably knows everything.
Disenchant, Flusterstorm and Counterspell. Spell Snare, don't think it's...
No, I don't think it has
For-
too much
for-
value
For
in this game.
Eidolon,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think there is another card that he can counter. Yes, nothing on 2. The Pyrostatic Pillar. Strongly believe Pyrostatic
Yeah.
Pillars, 1 red and 1 colorless normally. So that will be the cards that come in then. And then of course the Baneslayer Angel. It's slow, but it's very good when it
I think
happens.
he needs it. So we're almost ready for our next game. We of course know Johan is a well-known player in the Belgium Legacy scene. Do we know anything of Bob getting some good results? I think he also just falls out top 8 2 times this year during the main events. I think Bob also has quite a good record of playing this year.
I'm not aware of the results that
Yeah.
Bob had this year. So as well, the Legacy Cup, the finals are coming up in 2 weeks or something.
I have no idea. I'm not up
I
to
think
date. on it.
mid-December somewhere.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure. I think there's also one more trial for the.
Maybe next week and then 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
weeks
I think
later at
it's
the
something
same
like
spot, there will be the Legacy Cup finals in Belgium, of course.
Yeah.
Where a lot of players will attend as well from our club as well,
Of
and
course.
try to get that title.
Turn 1 portent. Heavily altered, but it's important. Those both snap keeps from the player, so I think this turn Johan will have a better hand.
So Bob goes for the mountain, probably bringing in Monastery Swift Spear, Goblin Guide. You want with the burn deck you need a 1
Good
mana
pressure,
drop,
yeah.
some pressure, Rift Bolt, Chain Lightning.
We will see. And it's a Swift Spear.
Monastery Swift Spear. It's the best begin.
Yeah,
that
of course,
one can
of
have.
course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
1 red mana, Monastery Swift Spear.
Yeah,
I think the
of course.
damage output of Monastery Swift Spear is the highest
Yeah.
of the complete deck.
I
So
also
it's-
think if you see Johan putting a portent turn 1 and he's expecting Goblin Guide, he will almost certainly have a land on top, so he gets to draw the land. So
indeed. That's something that Johan Steurs knows
yeah,
very good as well. He knows he needs to put that land on that spot. Shuffling up your deck. Strongly believe he has another land in hand. He didn't shuffle with his portent.
no.
Okay. So the finals of the Belgian Legacy Cup will be on the 16th of December. So it's in 2 weeks
Yeah.
from now. Okay, so next week there is the
There's
last
a
trial.
last trial, so
And 1 week after, we will be playing the Legacy Cup finals.
are you going, Len?
No, I don't have any time anymore this
Too
year.
bad. Yeah. Also, a lot of I think it's organized by what's the players called? Did he win the vintage yesterday? Is he in?
Tom the Decker?
Yeah, Tom the Decker.
Yeah, that's it, with the cooperation with the
Yeah.
outpost at this
Of
moment.
course.
So Bob stumbled
Yeah.
on a land. That could be a problem. So only hitting first time for 1 with the Swift Spear, second turn.
But
Also
did keep
only
his
for
hand.
1.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did keep
yeah.
his hand, so probably he does still have some.
But you have a lot of viable hands with burn. If you only have
Of course.
1 mana, you have 6 cards, then you always have very good hand. If you just can pick up the extra land at that moment. But still, it's tricky to keep
Yeah,
one
of course,
lander. In
of
every deck, it's tricky to keep a one lander. We see the first round, Johan Steurs keeping a one lander into Brainstorm, failing to find the land, scooping down. at that
Oh, we have
moment.
counterbalance here. This is
So, but what will
slowly
bring
gaining control.
the blind flips?
Yeah, he still does not have a
See what happens. Blind flip.
spike. Yeah,
Check.
brainstorm. That gets countered.
And that's the best card that you can
Yeah.
flip at this moment. So
Of course, Bob also failed to find another land again.
no. So now Johan has the brainstorm. So now he can trigger counterbalance, key priority, brainstorm in response.
Yeah.
Oh, he's brainstorming already, or this is important.
Ponder. It's a ponder.
Ponder, yeah. So now already something from 1 is a top
Yeah.
at this moment.
Of course.
If it's bad, he has the fetch land, so he can fetch at that moment.
Bob drew another bolt, I think. So
Yep.
yeah, it gets countered, of course.
So and this is now a lot of damage that gets countered just by three.
Of course, the Swift
Free
Spear
triggers.
still triggers, so Bob still hitting for 2
Yeah,
each
okay.
turn. That's quite good, or at least that is something that gets you on life total down. But
Yeah, he needs to find terminus or
Yeah,
sorts of
yeah.
plowshares.
Here
There you
it
have
is, here it
there you
is.
have it. Therefore, the brainstorm at
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of turn.
and Johan passes the turn.
Then he needs to put back 2 cards. One was the terminus, and the other one is ponder.
Yeah.
Yeah, now there is a ponder on top of Johan's library.
Yep. Bob found a land and he played Eidolon.
Eidolon.
This will get countered, I think.
So trigger on the stack.
Yeah.
Fetch.
First to fetch. Johan
Yes.
wants to get rid of the ponder, of course. All Guru basics. What is the land Bob play? Is it the same land we?
It's a barbarian ring.
Oh, Barbarian Ring. But
It taps for
that's
one-
a promo or something.
It taps for a red one,
Yeah.
and then you have 1 damage. If you have threshold, you can put 1 red in it and shoot 2 damage to any target.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Blind
flip.
a land. So yeah,
And then counterspell.
of course.
But Bob already knows now it will be very
Yeah,
hard to
yeah,
win.
yeah.
I test played it 2 days ago on Friday
Against Bob?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
and every match that we had, that counterbalance dropped
Yeah, probably.
very quickly. It was a very big
Yeah,
problem for Bob.
I had the same problem with you this Thursday by playing Storm and
Yeah.
turn 2 counterbalance with backup is game.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Almost game. What did Bob draw?
So,
He
but
found-
still,
finally finding some land. It's
yeah.
Bob is
But-
getting better position now.
But still, there is a slight problem for Johan Steurs at this moment. It looks like he has complete control now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baneslayer.
Oh, there you have it, the Baneslayer Angel. If it drops, it's game.
Yeah, of course Bob wants to resist. Yeah, I think he will be keeping up his bolts for getting rid of the Baneslayer. Eidolon, I think Eidolon did get.
So actually, now you can
Resolve.
forget what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say Johan Steurs needs a lot of extra turns just
yeah,
to
but he
kill,
found it.
kill
so-
one, but he already found
Yeah.
the threat. So
Another Rift Bolt? Yep.
Yep.
Suspend.
just some extra possibilities to kill the Baneslayer if Johan Steurs decided
Yeah.
to.
Johan is correct. Bob was at 18 instead
Yep.
of 19.
1 damage from the Barbarian
yeah,
Ring,
yeah.
you forgot. So, there you have it.
Here's the
Baneslayer.
Baneslayer.
Got your balls to the wall.
Johan does not know what's on top, so he's still blind flipping. The Baneslayer could possibly die to the 2 bolts. But Bob is now taking damage from the idol.
Yep. 2 pieces from his own Riftbolt, and now he's deciding
Yeah,
what I'm going to do.
Counter.
Counterbalance.
Oh, This is good for Bob.
Yeah, he can now kill the Baneslayer.
Johan kind of expected to get dealt damage to his life total, I think. Bob can do 9 damage.
He's asking on how many life he was.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he wanted to spin the die to 8 because thinking he's gonna shoot 3. Then Bob said, "No, I'm going to do it with the Baneslayer."
Because Bob can do potentially 9 damage to Johan also. Of course, Johan does not have a force or a plow for its Banefire, so there's a lot to think about for Bob here.
Yeah, we know he has 2 lightning bolts in hand, and the third card is unknown at this moment.
Yeah.
But probably he can.
Yeah, because if Johan has to force or plow, no.
He's deciding. Yeah. Oh, that's the volcanic fallout?
I'm not sure what this is.
I think so.
Yeah.
The volcanic fallout just to deal 2 damage to every creature uncounterable.
Yeah.
His own Eidolon dies at this moment, but he kills the Baneslayer as well.
Yeah, of course. Bob still has 2 burn spells in hand and a 3rd unknown card. But he did have a window if he had another 1-mana burn spell to beat the counterbalance. So
yeah.
Not sure what the other card is. Blind flipping a brainstorm. Brainstorm is hard now to.
I'm not sure if. Yeah, of course there was a brainstorm on top.
Yeah. So Johan can put back anything. If necessary.
So actually, it was a very good decision from Bob to play the volcanic fallout and not the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But still, it's tricky. At that moment, you have 2 decisions. Yeah. You have only 3 mana. You know you can play the volcanic fallout to kill the Baneslayer Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is uncounterable.
Yeah.
So you're 100% sure it happens, but your own Eidolon dies as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So maybe just because like now Johan is
able to hardcast the force.
Yeah, but he has complete control again at this moment. Yeah. So maybe it's the right decision at that moment just to go balls to the wall and just try to lightning bolt.
Yeah, of course.
The Baneslayer, because you have to get rid of it, of course. And then just lightning bolt Johan Steurs again. Yeah. He drops to 6, but you still have your Eidolon in play. You can attack, so he goes to 4. That means Johan Steurs can only play 2 spells.
That's what I was saying. If he had a force, if he forced the removal spell for Baneslayer Angel, I think Bob would have lost from that point, because he only has 1. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with the plays. Also watching this now makes me confused.
No, but what happened was the Rift Bolt, it went to the Baneslayer. I think that was the right decision.
Yeah, that was the right decision. Yeah, of course.
But then he had 2 lightning bolts and volcanic fallout in hand, and Eidolon in play. Johan Steurs was only at 9 life at that moment, or at 11. He was at 11 at that moment.
Yeah.
If you just decide to play lightning bolt on Baneslayer at that moment, and Johan Steurs needs to blind flip at that moment because he was tapped out. He only had 1 planes untapped, so he can brainstorm. He has to blind flip. Yes, chances are relatively okay that it will resolve at that moment if he has no force of will on hand, of course. But then you have a very good window to take down the match at that moment.
Yeah, of course.
Now with the decision he did, it's okay, but you only have 2 lightning bolts in hand, and on the other side you see now counterbalance and Jace. This means, in my eyes, it's a game over for Bob. If he did take my pet, he would have lost
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
of course,
of
because
course,
there was a brainstorm on top. Yeah,
Correct.
but still, if there is no brainstorm on top, there is a land or something, and Johan Steurs has still the force of will.
Yeah.
He needs to force of will the brainstorm. He is going to force of will the brainstorm at that moment. The
lightning bolt. Yeah.
The lightning bolt. He will force of will the lightning bolt, but you have a second.
Yeah, of course.
So Johan
Still have
Steurs'
mana
hand.
up, so yeah, of course.
That means that Johan Steurs' hand is close to empty at that moment. Your hand is empty as well, but you can attack with Eidolon and you still have the Barbarian.
Of course, yeah.
So we have a 3-turn clock and Johan can't play any Ponder, any Brainstorm.
Yeah, I think the balls to the walls was probably better.
It would have lost there.
Yeah.
It would have lost, but
I also would have gone that line, I think, of course. I don't know what this card. Looking.
It's an Hellspark Elemental.
Hellspark Elemental.
Isn't it a creature with Echo or something?
Yeah, probably.
3/1 haste, and you have to sack it at the end of turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Snap blow.
So actually it's a lightning bolt on feats.
For 2 mana.
For 2, yeah. So now you see one of the...
Again confused with the live totals.
It's not easy to count from 22 to 0, of course. From time to time you have to go to school to count down from 20 to 0.
Yeah, so Bob thinks he's at 17, we think Bob is at 15.
Or should be
Yeah.
15 at this moment. But as well very irrelevant at this moment. I think
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter for Johan Steurs if he is at 15
No,
or
of
at
course.
17. It's
Johan's most important is he still has a full hand, and of course Snap is more than it's ready enough.
one of the most beautiful snapcasters in the whole wide world.
Yeah. The complete set.
He got them altered by the original artist Birmingham.
Yeah.
So it are foil Japanese snapcasters
Exactly.
that he got altered.
You can also
They're
see
quite expensive.
he's playing Polluted Delta, and he now plays Revised Tundra, I think, and I think he sent half of his deck getting altered at the moment.
Yeah, indeed.
So Johan's deck, when his cards came back, is even looking more beautiful than it already does. Birmingham, how did that go? The club went there all weekend. I unfortunately couldn't be there. I think we had some good results there.
Only one player of our team.
Yeah.
That went to day 2. He was playing the mono red prison deck at that
Dries,
moment.
yeah.
Dries van Ooklam, yeah, indeed. But another player of Belgium, Johan de Gruyter, he was playing the Steel Stampy deck. At that moment, it's quite like the same deck we saw.
Early on with
playing.
Steve, yeah, of course.
Yeah, indeed. And he went top 4. He lost the semi-finals at that moment. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah,
he just at the top 8 of a legacy GP.
I think he also kind of made the Steel Stompy deck go viral. You know, I haven't seen it much before that weekend, and then like a month later, everybody was playing Steel Stompy. So it's kind
of course, if it is a top 8 in a
course.
legacy GP, everybody wants to play it. Actually, it's not. We saw Steve van den Bolk was playing the Steel Stampy deck before Johan de Gruyter was playing it. I believe we saw it here at our series as well, because Steve van den Bolk was playing it for already 45 months or something. So, but actually, that's just something normal that happens.
Of course.
But
it's nice to see you can GPs. Sometimes just pull out a deck out of nowhere. So I think is Johan today also here, Johan de Gruyter? I haven't seen him. I think mostly he also attends here. So
the cliques that come in as well.
Yeah.
Just to put on some extra pressure.
I think Click is really good in Miracles at the moment.
Yeah.
I really hate the card. I told Ivo also do not put him in against me, but he did.
So there is still a slight chance for Bob to win this match.
Johan at 6.
Yes, he has the possibility at this moment. What could be lethal is to tap the mountain, sacrifice Barbarian Ring for two damage to Johan Steurs. Then he goes to 4, sacrifices 2 mountains for Fire Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Johan Steurs has a counterspell on hand, you're dead. But if not, that is a line that could happen now.
Johan looking for snap. I think he still has a plow in the graveyard, so in worst case he can still plow his own click.
Yeah, of course. So he's still deciding what he will. He's putting back with the activation of Jace.
Yeah, this gives Bob like mental strength to go. Like Johan does not. It looks like Johan does not find what he needed.
But now he draws. He has a land in hand. We can see the rest of the cards.
Bob thinking. He knows it's the last turns now. Oh, that was good from Johan. Yeah, he expected something like this. That's why the brainstorm was
and
like...
And of course the exquisite firecrafts are still a possibility. Not counterable, but now it's only 5 life for Bob. So Johan Steurs needs 1 more turn.
Yeah,
and now he's deciding to Fate Seal.
He gets to click in his after his draw step. So I think Johan just won this game. Let's go down.
So now we just saw a slow motion pass.
Yeah. Bob drew a land, so that's not really good. The counterbalance missed.
Land. So what Johan Steurs,
he's going to
he
take
did know there was a land on that spot, not? He brainstormed with Chase last turn?
Yeah. No, he fate sealed. He did not.
Yeah, but the turn before
he should
that
know.
was the click.
Yeah.
So the click, so normally he should have known that there was a land in that spot. So now he's taking the tree. Okay.
Bob getting rid of click, yeah. Did he already activate Chase this turn? No.
Now he did,
yeah.
Now he did, yeah.
There's our answer.
So there are only 20 minutes left in this round. We're playing for 30 minutes already. The first match was
over quickly.
Was very quickly, like let us say 5 to 6 minutes something. Yeah. So now we're playing for 24 to 25 minutes already in this game.
Yeah.
Then it's only if Johan Steurs wins this match. There's still options for Borghys to win, of course. He has some outs in his deck at this moment. He reveals a land end.
I think. No, it was. He has the spell pierce, of course. So we go to the game tree.
Yep. So what I was talking about is that there are only 19 minutes left. It's not that easy for Johan Steurs to
get his win.
To take the game. Yeah, he needs to pick up the pace a little bit more.
But he's known to being able to play miracles really fast.
Yeah,
I think he showed it one time at the Dutch Open series at like 15 minutes against Grixis Delver or something, and it was like no way he's going to win, and he won.
No, it was a draw. I think. Yeah. I think it ended up in a draw. Because his opponent wasn't playing at the same pace as Johan was playing at that moment. But it looked like every turn that Johan took, it was like feet times 3 or something. Yes. And so very fast, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, so, I don't think there are many players who could play miracles better than him.
Bob is on the play at this moment. That changes the odds. It changes the odds, of course. That's a big favor for Bob. So But still, burn. It's a bit burn.
I don't like to play.
It's
not
a bit
my kind of
opening hand depending.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are some rules under the burn players. I don't know if it's a group or something, but okay, you need to have like 12 damage in your hand or something, and then you have an okay starting hand. If it's only that, it looks easy. Playing burn. I'm not a burn player. I never played burn.
No, but I don't think it's easy to play correctly.
No. Of course.
No legacy deck is. We have to be honest about it. So, final game. Bob is thinking, he's shaking his head, saying no, like it's not good enough.
Again, the same thing. Only one land in hand. I think.
He does decide to keep.
Yeah, and that's a goblin guy.
Yeah. Johan is thinking forcing. Yeah, he's forcing it.
Forgeful pitching, counterspell. So Johan goes to 19 indeed.
Pull off a turn.
Has Bob second land in hand or not?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, he
Maybe the first
fetch
card.
land, I think.
It looks like, yeah.
Very important, Bob knows.
Take your damage.
Johan kind of tells he's like plow in hand, or like this gives you information if he fetches for the duel, or like maybe Terminus getting.
No. I strongly believe at this moment when I'm playing burn, yes, my first fetch is like 95%. It's the Tundra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because-
Depends on your hand. I think if you have like
Because
three lands.
you have all the options open at that moment, and Bob is not playing Wasteland, and he's not playing Price of Progress anymore.
Of course.
Yes, the other cards that will be borrowed out, so it's always the best idea to find a Tundra at that moment. A little bit depending on the other fetch lands and stuff, of course, that you have in hand. Yeah.
It's nice to get the idea of a Miracles, get into the head of a Miracles player, so that's great to have that input from you, of course. Bob did add a fetch land, was it Wooded Foothills, I believe. So he did add 2 land in his hand.
Yeah. So let's see if we can follow up. We see the Hellspark Elemental, we see a Lightning Bolt.
I think like... Yeah. Playing the bolt? No.
Suspending.
Suspending? That's good. Passing the turn.
Ponder. Is Johan failing again? The second land?
No, I think I saw a Scalding Torn. Is it possible?
Can be. Maybe just to
Oh,
want to...
it was an Arithmesa, I think. Find another counter spell, I think he wants.
Yes, but with an Arid Mesa, he only can find the planes
That's right.
anymore. So that could be
He kept the
a
bombs.
big problem.
He did find what he was looking for.
This is a flooded
Yeah,
strands.
this floats.
Maybe he was just looking for an extra blue mana source if he had an Arid Mesa.
Probably.
He only could fetch the planes at that moment because he's playing one Tundra.
Yeah. Jan already down to 12. I think Bob drew an Eidolon.
That would be very good in that
Yeah.
position. Yeah.
He's not playing it.
Oh,
If he,
it's a Monastery Swift Spear.
it's also okay.
It's the 1/2 creature with haste and
pros. So it's a cost trigger. Oh no, they didn't look for his blue source. Wants to get rid of it.
Then he definitely has
Yeah.
another land. Oh, but he couldn't at this moment. He wanted to blow, so he
Yeah,
had
you have
to.
you have to find. He
find
doesn't
the
have another
planes.
duel. Always thinking of the miracle trigger. No. He was forced to fetch. I see a force.
Another
foil.
Monastery Swift Spear.
Yeah,
So he found another land, yeah.
Probably putting terminus on top now. I don't think he will be forcing the Swift Spear resolved, I think. And before
We're
attackers,
still in
Johan went
response.
to...
Yeah.
I think, because Bob did attack, I think Johan is responding to the... before going to attack phase.
So both players have 6 points. They're both 2-0 at this moment. So if you win,
oh no, it was still in response.
yeah, it was a response. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you win this one, you're 3-0. It's not
How
like
many
you're on
rounds
top
are we
8.
playing today? I'm not sure.
We're playing 6 rounds of Swiss, followed by a top 8 cutoff. We had 47 players attending today.
That's a decent total.
There is room for more.
Yeah, of course.
We have some neat prizes actually. Yes, we're working with the tick system. Like you have on the GPs and stuff. You have a lot of cards, booster boxes.
Players can totally choose what they want. They don't play for fixed pricing, so it's always good.
Indeed. And just for the legacy event, we have a total amount of 14,000 ticks.
Yeah, that's
today.
amazing. Just for the legacy event,
It's amazing. It's depending on how many ticks is €1, of course. But if you calculate it, it's €1,400.
That's a lot of.
So €1 is 10 ticks in the price wall system, or a tick is 10 cents. Something like that.
Johan Pommering, looking for only 2 cards in hand. Bob is still in the advantage, I think, here.
What I said in the last round, that there was still an option with sacrificing Barbarian Ring and casting Fire Blast. Actually, it's not an option. They were in round 2 already, and Bob is definitely deciding the Fire Blasts. I think.
Yeah, probably.
It's what he told me as well on Friday. So because it's a little bit too hard on it. Oh, he boarded in Searing Blaze.
Yeah,
I thought he wouldn't, but okay.
Click hitting for 3. I found another land. Bob's hand still looks great, I think.
The clock is correct at this moment. There are 10 minutes left. We just heard the judge calling out that there were 10 minutes left in this round.
You heard correctly.
It looks possible for both players at this moment to close this game in 10 minutes.
I think.
This could be a little bit.
We haven't adjusted the correct life totals on Bob. I think is at 14. Click also attack 2 times. Comes back in again. And Young going to 3 damage next turn. That's a Rift Bolt that's suspended, right?
Yeah.
Bob still has Ball in hand. I think he has the haste creature we saw earlier.
But Johan's hand is close to empty.
Yeah, so I think
could
Bob
be,
is...
and he's digging. He's digging for... But he finds a lot of lands from the top.
Yeah.
There's an island of Flooded Strand, and for me an unknown card at this moment. So it could be a big problem. It could be all over. Johan Steurs is deciding to shuffle.
I think I saw this.
But there is a Rift Bolt. There is a Rift Bolt. Bob has 2 cards in hand. He's drawing an extra card, so he will have 3 cards in hand. He should have lethal. With the Burn Link, he should have lethal in a sense.
Drew, I think, click.
That's no good at this moment.
No. passes the turn, gets 3.
I think it looks okay for Bob at this moment.
Yeah.
So, Johan Steurs goes to 3. So now every chain lightning bolt.
It's all good.
It's all good, indeed. Maybe you can.
Oh, I drew a land?
Maybe Exquisite Firecraft. Definitely. There you have it. Exquisite Firecraft. Only one option for Johan Steurs at this moment is plowing his own Vendilion Clique.
Maybe brainstorm.
No, he's going to
Oh
plow.
yeah, you have to.
So he goes to 6. Taking
Yeah.
4. So the Exquisite Firecraft resolves. He has no other
Johan
option.
only still has 2 card in hands, played a lot of cantrips. I don't think it's
So we
looking
don't-
good.
We
for
don't
Johan.
know the hand. What? Good?
No, I don't think it's looking
No.
good for Johan. I think
it's
Bob
definitely
is...
not looking good.
No.
Only at 2. Bob has 3 mana and 3 cards.
Yeah.
No,
Johan also has
doesn't
no
look
more
good.
pressure for Bob, so Bob can still...
There you have
Ah,
it. Another
I think this
Exquisite
is game.
Firecraft. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
game.